Alright, Shalom. I'd like to say Kahalayam, Wahawadla, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of Rubel. Peace and blessing to the Akim around the world. I push this truth to the four corners of the earth. Right, his brother Yarba here. I said I'll go through a few precepts, entitled it, Envy Not the Glory of a Sinner. Because you see, in these last days, scriptures say what wickedness is going to increase. And you see in all of our people, you understand, we don't really care about the heathens, because they have their idols and their things that they go by. But 2/3 of Israel, they just increasing in wickedness, doing things that displeasing to the Lord, and just living the best life. You understand? Completely disregarding the things that the Lord say, and just living according to, as the scripture say, the desires of their own heart. Right? I'll get that quick. That is I think that is Jeremiah. I think like Jeremiah 11:8. Yes. I'll start from 7, right? Jeremiah 11 from verse 7. It say, "For I earnestly protested unto your fathers in the day that I brought them up out of the land of Egypt. It say, even unto this day, rising early and protesting, saying, Obey my voice." Because that is what the Lord does demand. Even though he sent the prophets out to warn you about it, this is something that is what I'm looking for. It's something that is mandatory. You understand? Even though you wouldn't do it according to how it originally was 100%, you're supposed to be giving it your best try. Right? You're supposed to be doing the things that the Lord tell you to do. Don't just do whatever you feel like doing it, and so forth. Yes, you understand? The things that the Lord told you to do and how he told you to do it, that is what you're supposed to be trying to do. Obey my voice, right? Verse 8 is say, "Yet they obeyed not, nor inclined their ear, but walked every one in the imagination of their evil heart." And that is what a lot of our people doing even today. Even though we will do videos, we'll go out on the streets, we'll warn them, all these different things. The people just want to do according to their own imaginations, according to their own desires. As I said, there's a system that backwards. You understand? Instead of men trying to please the Lord, they're trying to please the self or the woman, which is the servant, who's supposed to be pleasing them, and the woman who's supposed to be pleasing the husband, trying to please the self or please the children. You understand? Everything in this, as the scriptures say in Psalms, just say everything is out of course. You understand? Everybody doing according to their own desires and not according to the voice of the Lord. Right? It say, "But walked every one in the imagination of their evil heart." It said, "Therefore I will bring upon them all the words of this covenant, which I commanded them to do, but they did them not." And that is something that you will see going on in Babylon now, and something you will see increasing. Until the time that the Lord started to bring heavy judgment on this place. Now we don't see in all kind of uproars of the people. We see a lot of prophecies being fulfilled, but we know 2/3 they still going and be in their wickedness, and it might even get worse. You understand? But the scriptures say what? We really not supposed to envy them. You understand? They have their role to fulfill, and we have our role to fulfill. I read Proverbs 8 verse 36. It say, "But he that sinneth against me," I'll read from verse 35, right? Proverbs 8 verse 35, it say, "For whosoever findeth me findeth life." And how he does find the Lord? By coming into this knowledge and keeping these things, right? And doing the things of the Lord and so forth. That's how he does find the Lord. Right? "For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord." And this how is obtain the Lord favor. Not to say for those people who just live how they want, and as soon as something happen to them, they want to call on the Lord for help. The Lord will be laughing at you. You understand? This how he does work to obtain the Lord's favor, by doing his will and having faith in him. Verse 36, it say, "But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death." And the scripture say the love of the Lord is to what? To keep his commandments. So in other words, the hate, which is the opposite, is to what? Is to be breaking the ordinances of the Lord. Especially if you know the correct thing and you still choose to do contrary. That's how you show hate towards the Lord. And hate is something that is not just something you just say, but it's something you just do. It's more of something you just do than you just say. Because you could tell somebody you hate them, but by your actions, you will show that you love them. And you could tell somebody you love them, but by your actions, you show that you really hate them. So your actions is really show more about how you feel than your words, right? Not to say your words are not important, but your actions is really show more. And that is why our people have a heavy judgment to receive. Why? Because the contrary. We go to Ecclesiasticus 9, I believe. 9. And there's a mindset we had to be in, because you see all these people, we going through all these afflictions right now while trying to be good, which doesn't be simple. The hardest thing to do is to be good while being afflicted, being good. You understand? You're seeing a lot of things these sinners doing and getting away with it. And you had to be going through all this hardship, trying to struggle, trying to be righteous. And you don't really see much happening to them sometimes, but they will have their time. You understand? The Lord chastising us now to keep us in track, so that when they had to pay what they had to pay for, we will dodge that bullet. Right? Ecclesiasticus 9 verse 11, it says, envy not the glory of a sinner. And sometimes it look glorious. You just see they living wickedly and they had the nicest jobs, driving the best cars, but you're not supposed to envy them, because they're getting their best portion here in the kingdom. They're not going and get the portion of the elect. You understand? They're not going to get the portion of the elect. So they come like joint heirs with Esau for now. You understand? They gain the scraps of Esau kingdom. So when it is the actual kingdom of heaven come, which is the kingdom of Israel, they would not be on the same level as the elect, the ones who struggle and endured doing the right thing. You understand? They wouldn't be on the same level as them. It say, envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. Okay, you'll see nothing happening to them. The slightest thing you do, you walk outside, you bounce your big toe, it hurt you for 3 days. And you'll see nothing happening to them, but their time will come. Verse 12, it says, delight not in the things that the ungodly have pleasure in. And that term holy goes back to. Holy goes back to being what's separate. That's why the Lord even said what he come to set a variance. You just have to separate yourself mentally, sometimes physically if you could, but mentally from sinners. If you realize that they're not of the Lord, then you automatically have to know that they are not like you. Just like how I even make comparisons, I will say I wouldn't do something like that, but they're not of the Lord, so I'm not going to assume that they wouldn't do it because I wouldn't do it. Me and them not in the same boat. You understand? That's how you have to look at things. They are different to you. Even though they might have flesh and eyes and you could speak to them and they'll reply, they are different to you. Because you care for the things of the Lord and they don't. So that makes that remember the video with Morpheus when he was walking through the simulation with Neo and he saw the woman with the red dress, and then when he turned around he saw the man pointing he saw the agent pointing the gun at him. And Morpheus tell him what? He said this simulation is to teach you one thing. He say if you are not one of us, you are one of them. You understand? So if they're not on, if you realize that somebody not for the Lord, you have to understand that no matter how cool you and them might be, they are not one of you. And you have to be mindful when you're around them and the things that you do with them, because you don't want to be partakers of their wickedness. All these things you just have to be circumspect with when you're in the truth. Right? I read it over verse 12. It said, delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in. So you even have to use discernment to watch and see what it is they're doing. You know, if you have some tutor you just hang with and you're going to take a run with them or something, well, alright. But you have to be mindful of what it is you do with them. Okay, you don't want to be taking part in their coonery. It said, but remember, they shall not go unpunished onto their grave, right? And we're not supposed to have no kind of envy towards them, because they will have their judgment to face. And it will be, even if we are partakers with them in the actions that they do, we will have a worse judgment to face, because they're still in ignorance. We know right from wrong, and then still doing it. You understand? I said I'll go through a few scriptures. I might use the same title, Envy Not the Glory of a Sinner. Okay, you see all of them right now, they're having it, a lot of them having it nice. But even now, you can see the judgment of the Lord coming about, where a lot of these sinners, they're starting to feel the effects of their actions. I see a brother even do a video and he say, these women are finally starting to receive judgment. I don't remember exactly which camp, which group did it, right? One of the GMS groups. I don't remember exactly which one. We are starting to see people receiving judgment for their actions. So they're starting to reap the rewards of the fruit that there was labor in, which is that fruit of wickedness, right? So you're also supposed to try to always remember that even though there might be even though it might still have some that benefiting from it now, that's not going to last for long, because we're coming close to the end, and they will not get away with doing something that is against or contrary in any way to the Lord. You understand? These are things to always keep in mind. I remember I have somewhere in Job also. I don't remember exactly where. You see, when he came into the tabernacle of the Lord, then he understood that, the wicked will eventually receive what they get. Just paraphrasing. Because they have their time now to enjoy themselves, and then when the time of destruction comes, they will have to pay for the things that they chose to delight in. All that wickedness. So that's how the Lord does go. The Lord does give you rope. You just tie the rope around your neck and let you play yourself until eventually, it's time to pull the rope and choke you. And that's what's going on with them right now. A lot of them starting to feel it, because they're starting to go through things like starvation. If it's not starvation, it's plagues. If it's not plagues, it's something else. The earth going on under heavy judgment right now. Why? For the transgression. Right? And because it's coming to the end. Anyway, I hope I was edifying with that. I say shalom.